Alright, so I have returned. Gosh darn Ekans. Hey, Ostinato. Oh my goodness, man. Video games are just so lame sometimes, I'm telling you. Like, what? Did you just get a gold split on Brock? Are you 19 seconds behind? Well, let's just give you, you know, a bad Rattata. Just gonna have a bad Rattata. Do you want to take the risk to, like, keep your speed, or do you want to potion and lose your time? Oh, you decided to take the risk? Well, you're dead. You're dead. You've died. This is what happens. What happens, man. Took the risk. Did not pan out. No, sir. But I mean, I can, like, as good as that, like, attempt was or whatever, we could still have a better one. Like, that's very easy. It's just all luck dependent. If the luck is just, you know, what I need, you can be faster. We don't have to be as lucky. Yeah, we don't have to be as lucky during Brock. If we can just have, you know, some luck in the Nidoran, and we'll save time there, then we don't have to save all the time in Brock, and bam, we can have a better time than what we just had. Like, 1140 Brock's not that crazy. It's really not. Rattata knows how to be a jerk. Yo, Rattata and Ekans are super dumb, man. But, like, again, like, a major difference between, like, a top runner and, like, someone that just plays the game, right? That's doing speedruns of this game, is just how much you reset. Like, that's the biggest difference early game. It's just how often you reset. Because a top runner of this game will always YOLO. They'll almost always YOLO, dude. They're gonna YOLO on Rattata. They're gonna YOLO on Ekans. And, like, if Ekans wraps them, they get hit by Wrap, and it's like, oh man, I got hit by 2 turns of Wrap. It looks like I'm gonna get Red Bar. So they're just gonna attack. They're not gonna try to heal. They're just gonna YOLO. It's like, if this Wrap keeps going, I die. If it doesn't go, then I have Red Bar for the rest of the route. And so they'll go for the Red Bar. And then they get hit by turn 3 Rat, and then they die, and they reset. That is the difference, man. This game is tough. This game is so hard. I just want to have the luck. I just want to have the luck, and I just never get it. Yo, Trombone saying, hey, I'm back. Yo, welcome back, Trombone. How you doing, good sir? Alright, don't growl me. Thank you. Thank you. Now, let me win the speed tie for once, please. Nope. At least he failed his growl. Okay, win the speed tie. Win the speed tie. It's not a speed tie, he's just faster than me, isn't he? I think he's just faster. Get good? I'm trying, Zasu. Video games are hard. Yeah, he's just faster than I am. You're doing well, Trombone? Yo, glad to hear it, man. Super slow Squirtle. Yeah, I'm super slow. It looks like I don't have high attack. I'm definitely not lucky. No, sir. Yeah, not exactly a good Bulbasaur fight, but again, that's the secret. Almost all Bulbasaur fights are bad. Almost all of them. Like, it depends how top a runner you are. Some runners will reset very fast in a Bulbasaur. Then other runners are like, whatever. It's like, what? Am I 20 seconds slower than what I want to be? That's fine. Whatever. Just 20 seconds. Zatsu saying, playing Pokemon 2. You're playing Pokemon Ruby and are at the Elite Four? Yo! Good luck with the Elite Four. I have not played, I've never gotten to the Elite Four in Alpha Sapphire. I, stopped playing around where you get Kyogre. And then, like, obviously I've beaten Ruby, or not Ruby, but I've beaten Sapphire, the original Sapphire. Beaten that quite a few times. I know they're similar, but they are different. Either way, hey, good luck. Yeah, that was, what, a 4-turn Pidgey? It's, not the best. Here's encounter number 2. When 2 encounters this early is not a good sign. Not exactly. Well, we did have 3 encounters. I was expecting to have 3. I was probably gonna reset on that, but we're still good. Potentially, we could only have those 2 encounters. It is potentially possible. I know Professor Oak. We live in the same town. Of course I know him. Go down here. Latsu saying my team is Swampert, Aggron, Altaria, Weavile, Leafeon, Gardevoir. That's a pretty good team. I mean, you got Swampert, Water Ground, Aggron, I believe he's Steel Rock. Altaria, that's Flying Dragon. Weavile is Dark Ice, Leafeon's Pure Grass, and Gardevoir is Pure Psychic. Or no, she's Psychic Fairy now. That's right, that's right. Yeah, no, that's extremely well balanced. That is a good team. Glackham saying, this is hard. Quoting Doomsday at Astaroth Nevi with Bracelet now. Oh wow, that was fast. Yo man, I thought he was gonna give up long before he got there. Even with his 9 lives and infinite continues, he's taken forever. Yeah. To be fair, Glackham, I know this might surprise you. That game is hard. The game is actually hard. It's not super easy. I mean, with enough attempts, you know, you're gonna pick up the levels and you'll get there. You won't fall for a lot of the tricks that you would initially. But even then, if you've never played anything with that kind of movement system, I'm sure it's still, you know, is a bit tough. He's playing normal mode, 9 lives, so he keeps getting more continues than he loses. Yep, that makes sense. That makes plenty of sense. And Legend's saying, I've been playing through Black White 2 again to see if it was just nostalgia. You beat the game under leveled, Champ was a nightmare. Now you're EV training a team to see if you can beat the Battle Subway. Oh yeah, Battle Subway. That was in one of the other games too, wasn't it? Was that just Black and White? Because I remember doing the Battle Subway. Thought it was pretty cool. No, Legend saying I couldn't do it when I was younger because you were terrible at video games, but now you understand things better? Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Oh, wow. How many encounters did I have? Nah, that's a reset. I'm that far behind and I haven't even done, you know, the save yet. Yeesh. It was Unova exclusive? Okay, then yeah, it must have been a Black and White one that I did the Battle Subway on. Because yeah, I remember liking that. I thought it was pretty fun. Inglackham says, I don't know, my estimate was 8 to 10, and he has been, and he has seen Neveroth once now. Think he'll get it in your estimate? Yeah, probably. I think he's got it. He's not super bad at the video games. And Trombone saying, I know she's not that great in battle for the most part, but you never play without Absol on your team. Favorite Pokemon? Yo, that's fair, man. Like, for a while I used to always have Gyarados on, like, all of my teams, and then following that I would have Ludicolo on all of my teams. But I've been trying not to, because it's like, you know, let me try out the new Pokemon, let me try out new teams, new strategies. Yeah, when I was playing Pokemon Sun and Moon, I did not have a Gyarados or a Ludicolo. But I don't think Ludicolo's in the national dex. So I think you can get a Gyarados though, I think. But yeah, nah, for that game my team was, for Sun and Moon, it was Primarina, the starter obviously, Araquanid, Pyukumuku, Wishiwashi, Golisopod, and then who was the 6th one? I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure there was another... Oh yeah, Toxapex. There we go. Good old Toxapex. He doesn't realize Bracelet with Gold Armor blocks projectiles yet. Well, he'll have fun, man. He'll get there. He'll get there eventually, but that is hilarious. You know, your Aggron has 312 defense. Do you have enough defense there, Zatsu? Is that enough? And Amane saying hello, Super Reset you. Yo, how you doing, Amane? And yo, Golisopod plus Gyarados, but cooler. Yo, Golisopod and Gyarados are both really cool Pokemon. For sure. Like, I don't know, I liked a lot of the Sun and Moon Pokemon. I thought they were pretty interesting. Oh, you meant an equals? Fair enough. I mean, I disagree. I think Gyarados is the cooler out of the two, but they're both cool Pokemon, man. Like, Gold Isopod. Pretty sweet. Pretty cool guy. I love his first impression move. GG for get good. Always gotta get good. It's also saying you can never have too much defense. Silly Vanks. Yeah, you're right. Excuse me. Yo, why can I only have bad starts now? Can't have any good starts. Yeah, no, this is a extremely terrible Bulbasaur fight. Forget that one. Do that again. Get the good one. The good one this time. Bulbasaur is not gonna growl 15 times. That would be nice. I mean, maybe I should just do the Tail Whip in the pure tackle strats instead of the double Tail Whip. But like, if I get a critical hit, it'll even out. And if I don't get the crits, I can still reset versus trying to go for the second Tail Whip. Maybe that's the better way. It's like, if I go for the second Tail Whip and he does a second growl, then it's pointless. It's a waste of time. If he growls on top of that, then I just lose even more time. Versus if I get the critical hit, none of that matters. And I at least get one tackle in that's like -1 instead of -2. I mean, that's still all bad, but you know, I'm trying to figure it out. Zatsu says, last time I faced the Elite Four, we lost on the champion when Steven's Metagross last Pokemon had barely any health. Oh no, so close. Namani's saying, you know, Farfetch gets first impression as an egg move, and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. No, I did not know that. I thought only Gold Isopod had that move. I thought it was a signature. Or maybe it was in Sun and Moon, but then they gave him the egg move in the Ultras. And what's my favorite Pokemon in Gen 5? Yours is between Cincino and Chandelure? Probably Simipour. I think Simipour is very cute. I think it has a very, very cute look. It's like, you can just tell from the hairstyle, it's like super based off of like a Japanese hairstyle that's like popular with some of the teenage girls. So I think it's cute. Legend says, if that's a general question for chat, I pick Samurai. Mixed attacker with great type coverage. Yeah, no, I don't like Samurai. I don't like his design. Really derpy to me. I think Simipour is way better. Simipour, you don't remember that Pokemon? You only remember a blue Dixie Kong? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she's a blue monkey, but you know, they all have unique hairstyles. And both Semi-Sage and Semi-Seer, I believe they look more masculine versus Simipour, who looks feminine. Get out of here, Bulbasaur. I'm also pretty partial to Swanna. Like, I didn't think I'd like Swanna too much at first, but like, I definitely have an attachment to the Pokemon, because my sister Gypsy was playing the other version with me, and she traded me the Ducklet, I think it's called, the first form? Yeah, she traded me Ducklet, and so I evolved that into Swanna, which was a Pokemon I didn't plan on using first, but once I started using it, like, I loved its moves, man. It was like, I could learn, what was I running? I think I had like Rain Dance, Roost, yeah, Rain Dance, Roost, Hurricane, and Tailwind, I think? It definitely was a support Pokemon. I used it mostly in 2v2s after my initial playthrough. I think on my initial playthrough I was running like Surf and Fly. You know, good old HM moves. But once I started using it for competitive, it was just such an amazing support Pokemon. Because they never see the 100% accuracy Hurricane coming. They never do. And then you just let in with it, man. And like, having that Roost is just so good. Or wait, actually no, I don't think I had Roost. I think I had Rest. Because yeah, it has an ability where in the rain, it gets rid of status effects. That's what it was. So I would use rest, and I'd be in the rain, so I would lose the sleep instantly, which allowed me to just get rid of any status effect that I had. You like say, oh, am I paralyzed? Let me just rest through that. Oh, Swanna was so good. Very good Pokemon. So yeah, I used Semi-Poor competitively when I was playing Gen 5, but I used Swanna competitively when I was playing Gen 6. I brought Swanna over. Actually, no, I don't think Swanna was in my competitive team. No, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Swanna was pretty cool. And Trombone saying, I look for an Absol with good attack and speed stats, and the Super Luck ability. Give her Scope Lens and teach her Night Slash, Psycho Cut, Shadow Claw, and Stone Edge. Almost never fails the crit. Yo, that's pretty awesome, man. Yeah, when I'm doing like a casual playthrough, I don't look for any of that stuff. I don't look for certain abilities, I don't look for natures, I don't look for items. I don't have a planned moveset, I just learn the moves as they level up. And maybe tag on a TM if I'm like, oh hey, I could use this move. Like, I just play the game. Yeah, I get it, though I get into all that stuff though. Once I build a competitive team to like play against people after I beat the game, yeah, I always do that. I beat the game first, and then once, you know, you've opened up all those options, man. IV Train, EV Train, or well, IV, breed for IVs, EV Train, then what else do you do? I don't know, all this stuff. I do all the things. Get all the items I need, all the moves I need. And destroy all the peoples online, which I want to do again. It's been so long, man. The last time I did that was Sun and Moon. And I didn't play competitively for too long with Sun and Moon. Definitely not. I would like to do that for Pokemon Switch when that comes out. Swanna's ugly? Get out of here. Swanna is beautiful and you're just a hater. You gotta realize that. Swanna is a majestic swan. It's literally a swan. Since when? No, this is not the story of the ugly duckling. Well, actually, it kinda is. Like, I think that is kinda what they're going for. You have Ducklet, and it evolves into Swanna, which is supposed to be, you know, very beautiful, which I think it is. So, excuse you. Excuse you. My Swanna did its time. It did its time. It's a beautiful Pokemon now. Beautiful. All this Pokemon talks making you want Nintendo to reveal the new Pokemon game? Exactly! Nintendo, please! Give to me information on Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Legend saying, I started going meta in post-game. You caught like 22 different nature dittos. Yep. Yeah, once I hit the post-game, I'm all about that life. Alright, so this is the best Nidoran split I've had all day, so this is really nice. I think I finally had a one encounter Route 1. And we had a decent Bulbasaur. It wasn't a good Bulbasaur, it was decent though. We do take those. Am I saying for my starter, I have to get a nature that isn't terrible. And now because of bottle caps, if I can get the right nature, you will, and just bottle cap the Pokemon if it doesn't need any egg moves. Yep, bottle caps are really nice. A nurse says Sun and Moon was the most fun you've had competitively. Yeah, Sun and Moon was interesting. Cause like that's what I really enjoy. I haven't been playing competitive Pokemon for a very long time. Like, I mean, yeah, I technically played competitive. Like, I played competitively when like Pearl and Platinum were around. But I didn't get into like VGC tournaments and stuff until like late Gen 5. And out of all the generations or that I have played, which is really just Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7. Playing those, and yes, I would have a really good Nidoran split and then run into Kakuna, but playing all of those, I really enjoy that time period where the competitive scene is locked into the national decks, where you're not allowed to use like Landorus or whatever. Oh my goodness. I'm not a huge fan of Landorus. I'm really not. Think Ducklet looks better than Swanna? Yo, look. Sometimes you're just a hater. I don't know what Swanna did to you in one of your playthroughs to make you so jelly, but you're just a hater. And, you know, we need to, like, send you to jelly school or something to get rid of all this jelly behavior. Trombone saying, I don't do competitive battling, but I always give my Absol special attention, even in casual play. Yo, fair enough, man. Why am I healing this poison? This is a bad idea. Just gonna poison me again. Or maybe not. Maybe he'll be cool. Also, you don't manip optimal Nitto? No, I do just the easy manip. Just the easy manip I learned back in, like, 2016. It's near perfect? Yeah, this is a near perfect Nidoran. I believe the DVs are 14, 11? What was it? 14, 11, 15, 15? I think. I did not win that fight. Gosh darn it. I would have the best Nidoran split I've ever had, and then get bodied by Weedle. Of course I would. Of course I would. And I entered the fight with full HP, too. Like, I mean, I could have potioned, but it was like, I got poisoned twice. I don't know why I antidoted. I wasn't supposed to do that. I was not supposed to antidote there, and I did, and I was like, well... that was dumb. That was dumb. I shouldn't have used that antidote. Fast off shift, and let's go again. Amane saying, in Sun and Moon, what Z move did you run the most? Yours was Waterium Z off of Araquanid's Liquidation. Wrecked everything, even water types, because the ability Water Bubble is bonkers. Well, I play Mono Water. I only play Water type Pokemon, and I was trying to try out Pokemon I'd never used before. So, my strongest Pokemon on my team was Araquanid. And yes, I very often put the Waterium Z on Araquanid. So, occasionally I would put it on different Pokemon and give Araquanid the Assault Vest. Oh my goodness, Araquanid's a pretty bulky Pokemon with an Assault Vest on, and still so powerful. But, yeah, sometimes I would give it to Primarina, I believe. Or, it's like, whatever its, like, fairy thing was, I think. And then I also gave it to someone else. I think Wishy-Washy? I think I gave it, like, an ice one. Where, like, there was some matchup that I didn't like, and I'm like, I need to be able to one-hit this thing with ice. I don't know. My Z crystals kind of moved around depending on what I was worried about competitively. As far as, like, the casual playthrough, it was mostly just on Primarina. Though, again, I did move it around a bit just because I wanted to see the different animations. And Legend saying, I don't remember anything about your Sun Moon playthrough except for cheesy dancing and creepy supermarket. Yeah, no, I can remember it for a pretty decent amount. Like, I don't remember any of my playthroughs, like, tile for tile, but I have some memories of Sun and Moon. I mean, it's the one I played the most recently, so I do remember it the best out of all my casual playthroughs. And Mane saying, yep, I had a competitive Araquanid with Liquidation, Leech Life, Mirror Coat, and Poison Jab. And you would use the Waterium Z or Assault Vest, and yes, you can use Assault Vest with Mirror Coat. Sounds like we were both playing the same Araquanid, my friends. Araquanid was pretty great, so I was all about that life. But yeah, aside from Araquanid, like, I was just playing all of them. Yo, I played Pyukumuku. And like nobody was ready for Pyukumuku, man. It's like I play an all-water team. You can see it in team preview. So like they would send out like Xurkitree, right? And then it would be like, okay. And I would send out like generally Araquanid like first. Either like Araquanid or generally I play 2v2, so it'd be like Araquanid and it would be my second Pokemon. I don't think it'd be Wishy-Washy. This is a terrible Bulbasaur fight. That is so bad. It would be Araquanid and Golisopod, I think. I think that's what I would start with. I mean, they're both Water Bug, so like I'd be pretty weak to Rock Slide. So again, it depended on like what I was up against. But that was my favorite like duo to start with. But yeah, that would send out Xurkitree, and yeah, I could just use Protect on like Golisopod and switch out oh boy Araquanid and get out Pyukumuku. And then yeah, you're gonna one-hit Pyukumuku. You're gonna one-hit it. And then yeah, Pyukumuku's gonna one-hit you. That stuff was hilarious. And then yeah, I played against a streamer once where like, they were doing singles. And so yeah, I sent out Pyukumuku on like one of his physical guys and I'm just using Curse. And like, he could not defeat Pyukumuku. And then I bat and passed. The gold isopod. Those were fun times. Those were really fun. Like, Pyukumuku's so bad, but the gimmick is real. Yours was brave natured though, with HP and attack EVs, so you could use it in a trick room if you felt like it. Yeah, I think mine was also brave. Because it's already such a slow Pokemon, so I was like, I might as well just reduce my speed. It would probably end up being more useful. Though I didn't use it in a trick room team, but if they used trick room on me, I'd be good to go. Like you done goofed up using trick room on Araquanid. You fool. Still haven't gotten halfway through, son? I've been thinking about buying Ultra Sun or Moon, because it's been a long time. And like, I really want to play more Pokemon games. I mean, like, obviously I'm playing Pokemon Red right now, but like, this is a speedrun, you know, it's a completely different experience than like casually playing through the game. So like, I don't know, I've been wanting to do a casual playthrough of Pokemon for a while. Kinda toying with the idea of like, you know, pausing my red runs, maybe doing just a casual playthrough of like Gold or something. Just for funsies. Just for fun. I think it would be cool to do. I'm a copycat? Yo, it's not so much that I'm copying you, because I never knew you did any of that, so much as it was a really good set for Araquanid, and I was just trying to be really optimal, you know? I was just trying to be optimal. You see the optimal stuff, you go for it, man. The same reason why, like, back in Gen 6, a lot of people had the exact same Kangaskhan. Not me, because I play Mono Water, so I don't play Kangaskhan. Like, yeah, even in competitive, I play Mono Water. Which, like, sounds bad, but I've actually placed really high in tournaments. Like, there's a couple of tournaments that I've played in that had 200 plus entrants, and I've placed top 50. So, like, Mono Water is not as bad as it sounds. It's really not. You can play Mono Water competitively. Alright, so not the fastest Bulbasaur, but that's nothing new. That's nothing new. At least it wasn't hot garbage Bulbasaur like a lot of these Bulbasaurs have been. And why do I keep having encounters in the first row? Be a level 2. No, of course not. At least it's a Rattata. Funny because you're far from optimal in the red? Yo, maybe one day. Maybe one day. But hey man, I got a 157 in this game. I'm really happy with that time, man. Really happy with that time. Like, it's so hard for me to get sub 2 in this game. So to be 3 minutes under that on my personal best feels pretty great. Water is the best monotype? It is. It just is. There's no monotype team that's as good as Water. Just too strong. Like, well, Dragon's pretty good. And Dragon's a pretty good monotype. Like, just because of how high their stats are. But again, because Dragon types are pretty popular, a lot of people run Ice Beam. Ice Beam's pretty popular, so running Mono Dragon, like, personally me, Mono Water versus Mono Dragon would be one of the easiest, like, fights I've ever done. Like, it would probably be a little bit more difficult than Mono Grass. Mono Grass is actually really easy, again, because of the access to Ice Beam. But Mono Dragon, like, you can run Kingdra in there, and Kingdra's obviously not weak to ice. You can make some plays. If you make the right plays, Mono Dragon can be pretty powerful. If you were to play a monotype, it'd be Electric or Water. Yeah, Electric's really hard to work around, man. Because I had a friend that wanted to run a Mono Electric team. So I was trying to help them with that, like help them come up with a team. And yeah, they just have so few choices as far as like movesets go between their Pokemon. Yeah, I think Electric and Fire are really bad types for Mono. Electric types have one weakness and have a move to remove that weakness. Too bad most are too frail. Yeah, it's just their move pools, man. Like, you don't have a lot of, you're not gonna be super effective against a lot of things with electric types. You're mostly just gonna have electric attacks, and then, like, some normal type attacks. That's generally it. Like, I mean, it depends on the Pokemon. You might get a random, like, fire type attack on, like, Zubstrika, I guess. Or maybe you'll get, like, a fire punch with Electivire. But for the most part, that's all they got. They're one-trick ponies, those electric type Pokemon. Versus, like, fairy types? Mono Fairy's very strong. Yeah, Mono Fairy, dude. Because, like, Mono Fairies have, a lot of dual typings to choose from because of how they were, you know, introduced and they changed other Pokemon. Like Azumarill, for example. Yo, very, very strong Pokemon. Alright, this is a pretty bad start, but not the worst. Alright, we'll go ahead and save here. Not the worst. Trombone Scene, by the way, if you tail whip Route 1 encounter, you're pretty much guaranteed to 2-shot. It's also better because 1 shake and 2 flashes is a bit faster than 3 flashes. Yo, Trombone with the optimal stuff, man. Yeah, no, I generally don't think about anything, like, as far as, like, saving, like, frames go, Trombone. I'm just not on that level yet. Like, at 157, I'm not really at the level yet where, like, those frames really matter, so I just don't really think about them. Like, I still have minutes that I can save just by, you know, being better at the game. I'm really not. Yep, and I failed the Manip. Yeah, nah. Failed the Manip. I'm just not having a good time trying to, like, start off a run, man. It's just too hard. Ampharos has a good move pool. It has some random rock and bug type moves. Oh, okay, let's go, Ampharos. Yeah, Ampharos is a good Pokemon, too. Especially with its Mega. Legend says, I tried playing competitively in a completely not serious manner recently. You had several times where people didn't notice you were running Air Balloon on an electric type. Yo, you gotta Air Balloon, man. Yo, I've seen Air Balloon, what's it called? Air Balloon Jolteon? I've seen that run a couple of times in a competitive setting. Like, it's not the worst. But yeah, most people just run, or at least in my time, they would run, what's its phase? Like, back in Gen 6, they did Manectric, Mega Manectric. Yeah, it's just so much more powerful than Jolteon is. Like, it's a pretty bulky Pokemon. I mean, it's not like, it's no Gyarados or Wailord or anything like that, but I've seen it survive some things. Yeah, Mawile, enough said. Yo, Mawile's pretty great. It was too funny for you, Legend? Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Namani's saying, I have a Magnezone with Z Teleport. You get a full HP restore. Because you like trolling with Gen 1 exclusive moves. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's cool. I can get behind that. I mean, I played Pyukumuku in a competitive setting, so I know what it's like to be trolly. They never see the Pyukumuku coming, man. They never do. Alright, I'll just take this tiny turtle. Yeah, I would always build my Pyukumuku with HP and defense effort values. So like, it could you know, build up curses and just kind of stay in there and baton pass on the chance that it's like a, if it's a physically strong Pokemon. And if it's special, then I just have that high HP, it's a water type, you're probably using an electric type move, they're gonna knock him out in one hit, and then Pyukumuku's gonna knock out whatever hit him. Pretty good times. And on the off chance, like, you know, they're really cautious because they see the Pyukumuku in Team Preview, which very rarely happens. Very rarely. Most people are just like, it's a water type, better shock it up! But yeah, on the off chance that, you know, they are cautious and they're not attacking into the Pyukumuku slot, I have Toxic. Like, Toxic's a pretty cool move, man. Like, whatever, it's like, oh, is that a really dangerous threat? I can now spell it out. It is on a clock. You are toxic. Enjoy that. Namani is saying I have a Sweet Scent Zap Cannon Mill Tank. Sweet Scent lowers opposing. Yeah. Use it in doubles alongside something that wrecks with Blizzard. That's not too bad. Ugh. That's a slow Bulbasaur. It's not a decent Bulbasaur, that is just slow. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and reset it. Been resetting for like, I think about an hour now, man. I've yet to like, have a good start. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if I just accepted the slowness of the Bulbasaur, but I just don't want to. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Nerd says I have a Typhlosion with Z Solar Beam. We just one-hit KO people. OMG, people's water and ground types. Yo, water ground type is really tough to play. Like, cause like I want to play like water ground because it's like, oh yeah, water ground. You know, I play a mono water team. Water ground is immune to electric types, and electric's so popular with like guys like Xurkitree, man. But then you know, someone just throws Pikachu out, and you're like, okay, I'm good. And then the Pikachu uses like, what is it, like Energy Ball or something, or like Grass Knot, I think. Pikachu learns one of those. It's probably Grass Knot, and then it's like, oh, haha. That's a one-hit KO right there. Well played, Pikachu, well played. Now Monty's saying, yeah, that Solar Beam thing. Run Z Solar Beam on Turtonator. Then they switch into your Shell Smash, you wreck them right after. Yup, got to. Meant to hit apostrophe, but hit enter twice? Yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's all good. These things happen, good people. I've definitely lived that life, man. Trying to press the button and hit an enter instead. Yeah, the worst is like I'm trying to hit shift enter to move to the next line, and I only get the enter off and not the shift. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, well-written out message. Alright, can I for once have a good Bulbasaur fight? Like, pretty please. Pretty please. But yeah, man, I'm curious. I'm curious what competitive will be like with this new Pokemon game. I mean, I'm always interested in competitive every time a new game comes out. Because, you know, they generally, every time it's a new generation anyways, they change up, like, battle mechanics, right? Because, like, with Generation 5? Or, man, I can't even remember Generation 5. Let's just move on. Generation 6, right? Generation 6, I think that's the one where they made it where, like, electric Pokemon can't be paralyzed. Grass-type Pokemon can't be affected by moves like Rage Powder. Like, that was such a good change to the game. And then, actually, no, I think they did some stuff like that in Gen 7, too. Maybe Gen 7's where electric Pokemon couldn't be paralyzed? I don't remember. But yeah, they make those little changes. And they give, you know, they introduce new Pokemon, introduce new abilities, introduce new attacks, like the terrain moves for Gen 7, man. It's a lot of cool stuff. This is a terrible Bulbasaur fight. Why can I never have anything good? Why am I not allowed to have good things? I'm just not allowed to have good things, man, I swear. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, man. It's really not. Let's see, Amane saying Furfro is your Pikumuku. You run bold, defensive, with Rest, Toxic, Cotton Guard, and Snarl with Rocky Helmet. Nothing physical ever breaks through it. Yeah, nah, that sounds pretty good. Sounds annoying? Yep. But yo, the secret to having fun playing competitive Pokemon is playing doubles, dude. You gotta play doubles. Too many people play singles. They're like, man, there's always just these walls, and people just keep switching, and protects, and they're just toxic, and battle lasts like 30 minutes. Nah, man, play doubles. Doubles is so much faster than singles. Like, but you have to make two Pokemon choose their attacks. That's twice as many. Clearly, it's twice as long. Nah. like, when you have doubles, people have to make choices. Versus in singles, it's like, oh, look, he's got his Furfro out. Let me just send out my thing that doesn't care about any of the things he's doing and, you know, can get rid of Toxic or whatever. Like, everyone has their counters, you know, in singles. They can work around whatever situation. So there's just a lot of switching over and over again until someone makes the right read. Eventually someone's going to make the read. They're like, oh, they're not going to switch. They're going to try to sword dance on this turn. And so then you just hit them right in the face because they thought that you thought, you know? Like, it's all the silly mind games. But in doubles, like, the mind games are still there in doubles. But it's like, generally, both those Pokemon aren't going to swap, right? Like, say I play 2 Water-type Pokemon, and he plays 2 Fire-type Pokemon. He's probably going to want to switch both of those out, because they're both Fire-types, and they both, like, lose that setup. But if he switches both of those Fire-type Pokemon, and say he's switching into, I don't know, into a Grass-type and Electric-type, right? One of those Pokemon actually, you know, resists the water, versus the other one just doesn't take super effective damage. Oh my goodness, this Bulbasaur right now. Oh my goodness, this Bulbasaur. Please. Please. But, like, if I hit with both of those Pokemon into the electric slot, that Pokemon's dead. And then, like, say I hit both into the grass slot, which isn't very likely, but say I hit both into the grass slot, I'm still putting a pretty decent dent into it because it's 2 Pokemon attacking into 1. He got no value on that first turn. I got reduced value because he switched, but because he switched with both of his Pokemon, like, I'm still coming out, you know, with a bit of an advantage there. And then, like, say I saw the double switch coming, right? I could, like, say with one of my Pokemon, I'm gonna Shell Smash. With the other Pokemon, I'm gonna Belly Drum. I can potentially sweep his whole team now, because he decided to not do anything into me and just double swap. I can sweep his entire team. He's lost the game on the first turn. That's what doubles is, man. That's what doubles is. Versus singles. Singles is so much slow-paced. I mean, like, yeah, occasionally you're gonna have similar situations where you're assuming someone's going to swap, but, like, in situations like that, when it's only a single Pokemon, and you're like, okay, they're gonna swap, so let me go ahead and, like, Swords Dance or whatever. They switch in that other Pokemon, and they're like, well, I'm a Grass type. Like, yeah, you have your ×2, but, like, are you, like, say they switch into Venusaur against, Azumarill. Azumarill did the Belly Drum, right? And, like, yeah, you can Aqua Jet, but it's Venusaur. It can take the hit. Even if you have +6 with your huge power. It doesn't care. What are you gonna do? Use Play Rough? Play Rough isn't gonna do any damage to it. Again, because, first off, Venusaur's probably gonna hit first and knock you out. Because you're at half health because you Belly Drummed. But then, 2, it's a Poison-type Pokemon. It doesn't care about Play Rough. So, in singles, you know, that one good swap can make the difference. Versus if, like, say it's in doubles, he has Venusaur, and the other Pokemon is, I don't know, Xurkitree. I can Aqua Jet Xurkitree. Xurkitree's done. And then I have Cloyster, and I can Ice Beam into the Venusaur, which again, it has the Thick Fat, I believe. If it's, like, Mega Evolved or something. But even then, like, a Shell Smash, yeah, Shell Smash, Icicle Spear is still gonna put a heavy dent into that Pokemon. And then he has to choose, does he want to knock out Azumarill, or does he want to knock out Cloyster? He has to choose one. He's down one of his Pokemon. He can potentially knock out one of mine. My Pokemon's still boosted, and then, you know, I get to choose a Pokemon going into Venusaur in the next turn. Doubles is just so much more interesting, in my opinion. Amani's saying, I also run defensive Tropius with Harvest Keyberry. Defensive as well with Leaf Blade, Earthquake, Roost, and Dragon Dance. You send it against priority moves to get a defense boost and keep recycling Key, just to set it up to sweep. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. You make a lot of gimmicky competitive sets. I'm not against that. I like a good gimmick. I really do. If it's funny, I like it. Like, I played against a guy that didn't take competitive very seriously once. He entered the same tournament I did. I demolished him. But he did run a team of, every single one of his Pokemon could use Sheer Cold. So, like, I think only one of his Pokemon had a way to, like, make it so, it was guaranteed. But the other 5, which I think you only got to choose 4 for the tournament, but yeah, like, they all were just trying to hope to land the sheer cold with its 30% accuracy. And he did beat a couple of people. Just through sheer luck or sheer cold. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And Super Saiyan Slayer saying, out of curiosity, if you were to design a team based on any of the Pokemon from Pokken, what would you have? I don't know. I prefer to play Mono Water, and I don't believe there's that many water types. Yeah, the only water types are, what, Suicune, Blastoise, and Empoleon, right? I think those are the only ones. And then, I guess I'd have to throw another Pokemon, so... Machamp's cool, Pikachu's cool, and... Charizard. I don't know, man. If there were more Pokemon to choose from, I could put more, like, thought into it, but there's not a lot of choice. So I just kind of choose the 3 water types that I believe are the only water types in the game, otherwise I would choose more, and go from there. I mean, the other Pokemon, like, if I'm trying to, you know, half of it's mono water, the other half is not, again, because I don't have the choice, then yeah, I would try to, like, you know, put Pokemon in there that work out well. Having an electric type Pokemon is obviously good synergy with a water type, because they can use Thunder to take advantage of the Rain Dance. And then, I don't know, it helps, like, say I'm used to having Ludicolo on the team, so I worry about certain flying types, but obviously with this team I wouldn't have to worry about flying types. I mean, like, Empoleon doesn't care, Suicune's pretty bulky, Blastoise is very bulky as well. So I guess the main problem would be grass type, so yeah, I'd want Charizard in there. Yeah, Charizard would be a good choice. And then, I really hate Mega Kangaskhan. So, like, Machamp seems pretty cool since he's a fighting type. And again, he can also help with, like, Ferrothorn because of its, steel typing. And then... let's see, what do I... if I'm playing, like, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, how would I get rid of Groudon? He's ground fire, and makes it so water type attacks don't work. That's a pretty strong shutdown. How to take out Mega Groudon? The Pokemon from Pokken. His stats are really good. I need something super effective. It can't be water. And as a fire ground, he's not weak to ice, he's not weak to grass. What is he weak against? Anything? Is Mega Groudon weak to anything? Oh my goodness, yeah, Route 1. It's just really OP right now. That was way too many encounters. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of something. You know, let me just look it up. I can't remember. No. Don't look it up. Test yourself, Finks. Test yourself. What is ground type weak to? Ground types are weak to water and grass. Neither of those are gonna work. They're weak to ice. Ice isn't gonna work. Are they weak to anything else? Anything else? Don't think so. Yeah, I think it's just water, grass, and ice for ground type weaknesses. Right? Yeah, they're immune to electric. Don't care about psychic. It's normal. Dark, fairy, dragon, heal. That stuff's all normal or not very effective. Yeah, and then the fire typing is weak to water, which doesn't work. Weak to rock, and I think the ground makes them resist the rock. Yeah, no, you can't do anything about Mega Groudon, can you? I'm just gonna lose to him for free, I think. I don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah, Oak. Just give me the Squirtle. It's only ground types? Oh, yeah, because fire is weak to ground. That's true, that's true. And yo, Doc been saying hi, Vinks. Long time, haven't been here. Yo, it's all good, man. Do as you do. Ground beats fire, doesn't resist itself. Yeah. Let's see, let's see. What are all the Pokemon in Pokken Tournament? I don't know who they all are. Pokken Tournament DX roster. What do we got? Oh, whoops. I went right into tackle. Yeah, and I missed. And I'll go ahead and let that go. Let that go. Alright, so there's Blastoise, Blaziken, Braixen, Chandelure, Charizard, Croagunk, Empoleon, Darkrai, Decidueye, Garchomp. Oh, Garchomp. There's a choice right there. Yeah, I'd probably put Garchomp on there to help me out. That seems like a really good choice. Gardevoir, Gengar, Lucario, Machamp, Mewtwo, Pikachu, Sceptile, Scizor, Suicune, Weavile. Alright, so I did get all the water types. So, that being the case, man, why did I name myself I? Yeah, with that being the case, yeah, no, we put Garchomp on there. Monty's saying I was running a Pika clone team on doubles and winning. It was funny. A Lolchu, Togedemaru, Emolga, Dedenne, Surf Pikachu, and Minion. It has its tricks like Emolga was scarfed with Hidden Power Ice, the one-hit KO things like Garchomp. And Dedenne has both Eerie Impulse and Charm with Volt Switch, the 4 switches. And her Pachirisu is terrible. Yeah, Pachirisu is terrible. But I believe Pachirisu can learn Follow Me. So if you have anything that you need to set up, you can Pachirisu Follow Me into whatever your setup move is. Because yeah, I remember Pachirisu was used in a VGC tournament. And definitely won, and a lot of people started using Pachirisu. But I mean, a lot of people prefer to use Amoonguss with Rage Powder. But again, because of the whole grass typing immunity to spore type moves, Pachirisu started to pick up. Your sub ran out when you went to say good. You don't care as long as I'm here. Yes, exactly. As long as you're here, it's all good, man. All good, no worries. Yeah, it's a pretty cool team, Amane. It was pretty silly. Yeah, I also knew a guy, like, in the same tournament that I was referring to before. He played a team where I believe his setup... Excuse me, his setup Pokemon was Klefki and Slowbro. And I believe the Slowbro had whatever it's called, Oblivious or whatever, where he can't be confused. And so the Klefki would use Swagger on Slowbro, and then Slowbro would use Trick Room, and then the Slowbro would just start spamming Earthquake. I think he either switched into something or used Protect on Klefki. And yeah, he would beat people with Slowbro. And yeah, I think like that was the thing, like his whole team, I believe, except for like Klefki, I think, or I guess if you count Safeguard, they couldn't be confused. Which is pretty silly to me, but you know, more power to you. That was his team, that's what he wanted to run. Another just really bad Bulbasaur fight, man. Oh my goodness. All my Bulbasaur fights are bad. They're always just super bad, never good. Alright, I think I'm just gonna no reset on this one. Like, outside of outright dying, I'm gonna no reset this run. If I don't die, I'm not gonna reset. Let's just do that. It's way better than resetting on Bulbasaur in Route 1. I'm just done. I'm just done, man. If I have a bad time, I have a bad time. It is what it is. Oblivious prevents attract, own tempo prevents confusion? Yep, that's what it was. Own tempo. Yeah, I think everyone on this team, except the Klefki, had own tempo. Namane blows dust off his 3DS to see what Pokemon he has up there. Yeah, let's go, man. Gotta get them old Pokemon out. Yeah, that's always fun, man. I was looking at my old Pokemon Black, like, 3 weeks ago or so. Just to look at all the old Pokemon I had. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I used so-and-so. Pretty good times. Alright, received a Squirtle. Name is I. B received a Bulbasaur. More power to you, buddy. Why did I double tail whip? I should have instantly started tackling. I mean, it's fine. It's effectively the same speed either way. You go for the tail whip or the tackle. As long as you land the tackle anyways. It makes it pretty useful. Yo, this is looking really good. It's looking really, really good. This could be a good Bulbasaur fight. Could be. Probably not. Not after that growl. Oh, no, that did actually work. I didn't think he would faint there. I did not think he would faint there. All you know is that your shiny Xurkitree is coming with you into every future game. You think it's your most prized shiny? Yeah, that's nice, man. I don't have any prized shinies. Like, I think I have, like, a shiny Eevee that someone traded to me. And then, like, I'm sure I caught something shiny in the, like, Friend Safari Zone, whatever it was called, but I can't remember what it was. Whatever it was not a Pokemon that I was very excited for. And, like, that's it. I don't really do shinies. I really don't. Me and shinies just aren't a thing. I don't catch the shiny Pokemon. I don't hatch them out of eggs. I'm just way too unlucky. Anyone else bothered that they took super training out of the game after X and Y? I thought it was a shame. I liked the super training in X and Y. Like, it wasn't super good. Like, there's faster ways to EV train, like especially in X and Y. If you had like the IV item, like the Macho Brace or like the Power Anklet or whatever, and you were doing those horde battles with Pokerus, you would fill out your EV so fast, dude. It was crazy. Like, you'd be fully EV trained in like less than a minute, dude. It was so fast. Well, at least fully EV trained in that one stat, whatever stat you were going for. Versus the super training. The super training took way, way longer. It was fun though. I thought it was really fun. Because like, normally I don't EV train my Pokemon in a casual playthrough. In a casual playthrough, I'll just, like, whatever effort values I get from whatever is fine. If I beat up a Rattata, then a Geodude, then a Butterfree, it is what it is. Whatever, you know, EV stats I get. But when it was in X and Y and you had the super training, it was giving you access to tools to be able to have those effort values before hitting the post-game. Like, it was in the beginning of the game. So I didn't do it with all of my Pokemon, but, like, say I was, like, having a conversation with someone and I wasn't really focusing on the game, or if I was just walking somewhere, I wasn't paying a lot of attention, I would just do the super training while I was doing whatever. Like, I could watch a movie and do super training at the same time. It was fun. I like doing it. But it is slow. It is really slow. You hated it, and then you liked it, and then it was gone, yeah, rip. You know, Pyro saying that much sooner to Bloodstain's retro game, and La Mulana 2. Yo, there's a La Mulana 2? I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool. I never played the first one, to be fair. Moonlighter is also in 10 days? What's Moonlighter? I don't know what that is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that Bloodstain game, though. 'Cause that's supposed to come out Thursday this week, I believe? I want to play that, man. I want to play that a lot. Yes, sir. That would be nice. Alright, so hold these buttons. And we're good. We're gonna do this, Nidoran. Are we gonna do this? Or did I get it? Did I get the Manip? Oh wow, I didn't think I got that. I don't think I did actually. I think that was just like a 33% chance. We do take those though. Yeah, overall I've caught every Nidoran but one today, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, Amani's saying Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Edition, or Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Edition. Honestly, not sure which one you'd get. Probably Pikachu, because you're a huge fan of him and his clones. Like, it's tough for me. Like, honestly, I'll probably get either one. Like, whatever. Like, I'll probably play the games. Oh, yeah, actually, I should probably buy a second Switch if that's announced. But yeah, I'll probably play the games with my sister, Gypsy, because we play a lot of the Pokemon games together and stuff. So, like, I could imagine us both playing the game. And if we were to do so, you know, we'd probably both get whichever version. So whichever version she wants more, I'd probably get whatever the opposite one is. And if I were to take a guess, I would say she'd probably get the Eevee version. I know she was making those Perlers not too long ago of all the, like, Eeveelutions. But I think she has a higher attachment to Eevee than she does Pikachu. But she does also like Pikachu. So, hard to say. Like, especially, I don't know. Like, Pikachu has that love as well. It's tough. I mean, out of the two, if I were to choose myself without thinking about any of that, I would also probably choose the Eevee version. Just because, you know, I like Vaporeon. Vaporeon's a really cool Pokemon. Now, Super Senslayer, out of curiosity, if you were to design a team based on any Pokemon from Pokken, what would it be? If you answered this, I missed it. You did miss it. I decided that my team would be Empoleon, Blastoise, and Suicune, because they're the only water types in the game. And then I would do Machamp to help me with certain matchups, like against like Ferrothorn and Kangaskhan. Having that fighting type would be really, really useful. I chose Charizard, because again, Ferrothorn's like the #1 Pokemon that gave me problems. But yeah, Venusaur as well. Like, Venusaur, like, especially Mega Venusaur, is a lot of trouble. So to have a strong Fire-type Pokemon with the, you know, that can do stab fire moves, very, very good. Oh, and also he's a flying type, which is pretty beneficial. Lastly, I would choose Garchomp, because again, he's Dragon Ground. He does have a weakness to Ice, but again, I have like 3 water types. So it's not like I'm really weak against ice overall. And then, but yeah, that would really help against not Mega, but Primal, gosh darn it, Primal Groudon? Because I'm just thinking of like different competitive scenes, right? Because like X and Y is where I saw more Ferrothorns, Venusaurs, Kangaskhan's. And then, or yeah, still Gen 6, but in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, that's when Primal Groudon and Kyogre were like legal, you could play those, and Mega Groudon would absolutely destroy my team unless I had at least a way to do super effective damage into him, because his stats are so high, you have to be dealing super effective damage to stand a chance. I think Garchomp's the best one for that. How are the runs going tonight? Really bad, Magic Enforcer, really bad. I only finished the 1 run. It wasn't the worst, I was 6 minutes behind, I took a death in the Pokemon Tower. I YOLO'd there, and I took more than 10 damage from Ivysaur's Vine Whip. That knocked me out. And then we pretty much kept pace after that. But we were already like 2 minutes behind before we got to Pokemon Tower, just through like bad luck and stuff. But aside from that, I've been resetting. I died to Brock. I died to a Rattata that just was dealing really good damage. And then just a bunch of resets because of Route 1 shenanigans. Route 1's always so mean to me. Amani says, I really feel like both Pikachu and Eevee will get new Evos in these games and that Nintendo hasn't even announced yet. You heard it here first, Gorachu and Eevee. Yeah, no, I'm expecting the Gorachu, man. I think it's, you know, a pretty interesting coincidence that we get to hear about the old school, you know, designers talking about Gorachu before there's going to be a Pokemon announcement. It's gonna happen any day now. There's gonna be a Pokemon announcement, and so like they're making this game. It's well into development. So if they give Pikachu a new evolution based off of one that they planned on doing from the beginning, that makes sense. And then, you know, to match up Eevee with that and give Eevee its own baseline evolution without stones, I think people would be all about that, man. It'd be interesting, though. Like, I have no idea where they would take Eevee with that. Very curious. You're labbing Tekken 7? Yo, dude, you gotta do Super Sense Layer, no worries. And Pyro's saying, I keep meaning to have played your backers test copy of Heartforth Alicia, but you keep forgetting that you have it. I don't even know what that is. Another indie game, man? Yo, so many indie games. Yo, a new Ghost and Dragon Eevee? That would be cool. But I don't think they're gonna do any more, like... Or, for this game, I don't think they're doing a new type for Eevee. I think they're gonna actually have Eevee evolve without a stone. Ramani says, no, I think Eevee's evolution will be normal. And Pikachu's will just be electric? Yeah, I think Pikachu's will just be electric. But yeah, dude, that would be really cool. Because, like, Raichu's a good Pokemon, but it does not have the highest stats at all. So, you know, it's really weird to have one of the competitive Pokemon, you know, Raichu, competitive-wise, to not be a strong Pokemon. Like, he's really not. Like, he had a niche in both, like, the Omega Ruby meta and in the Sun and Moon meta, but either way, he was still, like, not the best. Viruses have had a list of backer projects for a long minute now. Yeah, that's understandable. And Monty says, also people saw in the anime about the maker of Pokemon, and there is art in it about the original Pokemon, including scrapped ones, like a land shark, a deer Pokemon, and 3 others. Yeah, I've seen those. The shark looks pretty cool. I think his name was like Dagu or something like that. The deer Pokemon's name is Deer. It's very original. I can't remember the names of the others. I think one was like Kraku, which is supposed to be like crocodile, I guess. I did not heal before Rattata. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. You meant the manga? Yeah, it was the manga is what I was hearing. Pikachu with Light Ball is better than Raichu? Not defensively. He does not get any increases to his defenses. He is slightly better, but overall, even with Light Ball, like, when it comes to just, you know, thinking of everything you have to go up against, Raichu is better than Pikachu, Light Ball or no. Even if, like, Pikachu has Volt Tackle, it's like, nah, man. Raichu's where it's at. And again, Raichu's not that good. Really not. So if they do this Gorachu, which, you know, supposedly Raichu evolves into, it has to have higher stats. I don't imagine it would be too much higher. But yeah, no, they could do some good stuff. I'm super yellowing right now. I'm kind of hoping this pays off. Ooh, that poison sting, will that kill me? Yes, it will. Alright. That's bad. Yeah, nah, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream early here tonight, guys. I'm not getting any good runs with Pokemon Red. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something different tomorrow. Instead of doing Pokemon Red, I think I'll do Pokemon, but I think I'm gonna do a casual Pokemon playthrough. I think I'm gonna casually play Gold or one of the other ones. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, no man. Me and Red are just not friends right now. I am not doing good with Red. I don't know if I like knocked over like a salt truck or something by accident, and so I have all the bad luck, but I'm just not lucky at this game, man. I'm just not lucky. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for tonight. Yeah, I'm just gonna host RPG Limit Break. Cause like, why not? I think they're doing... Oh, they're doing Chrono Trigger right now. That's really cool. Just play X2? Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Instead of ending early, I'll do one run of X2 instead. Let's do that. I'll do X2 and then I'll end the stream. How about that? So we can at least have a little bit of Pokemon fun before I go. Alright, get out of here, Pokemon. Time is done. Yeah, no, man, I'm too salty for Pokemon. Do some Mega Man. Let's see, where's my Mega Man layout? There it is. Alright, I gotta update my title. Let's see. Any percent? No reset run. Any percent, no reset run. That'll do. We're not playing Pokemon Red anymore. No more Mega Man. Or, no more Pokemon. Got a Mega Man. X2. Alright, update that. What says my connection's unstable? That's weird. Why does it say that? That's interesting. It seems like everything's just fine to me. Ah. But look into that. E-frame interval is too high? Yeah? Does the stream seem alright to you guys?